Good morning, everybody. It's been once again a bit of a break before I did my last vlog, so I thought I'd better report in again with what's been going on and what's going to be happening. So it's another cold morning here. When I say cold, to a Melburnian, maybe not to an Australian, to a Melburnian, so southern Australia, cold means 5 degrees to 10 degrees Celsius plus. To someone from Brisbane, cold means 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. From someone from Darwin, cold would mean 20 degrees Celsius. So we have different views on what cold means. If you come from southern Tasmania, cold would mean probably around 0, I'd imagine. And I know that that's ridiculous from the perspective of many of my Northern Hemisphere followers, because you are so accustomed to snow and ice and all the rest of it. But I understand where you're coming from, because I lived in Russia for a year and I went through a Siberian winter, believe it or not. And we got down to minus 40 where I lived there, so that may come as a bit of a shock to you to know that I've lived in an environment where it gets colder than my fridge's freezer. So anyway, yeah, I think the freezer in the fridge is minus 19 Celsius, so about that. So yeah, to live in something that's less than minus 19, less than your freezer, is pretty amazing. But they had really good heating systems over there. The whole place was heated with water heating, circulated around the whole city. I lived in Krasnoyarsk. So there you go, a bit of a Russian accent added to the sound of that word for you. Здравствуйте, меня зовут Jeff Oliver. Я жил в Красноярске 1 год. Pretty good, Jeffrey. Okay, well, what have I been doing? We've been watching The Blacklist on TV with James Spader. And we've only watched the first 3 episodes so far, but it's looking pretty good. We finished Jack Taylor, which was just great. And we also watched we just had a long weekend. Monday was a Queen's birthday, what we call Queen's birthday. Even though it's not the Queen's birthday, we have a holiday to celebrate the Queen's birthday when it's not the Queen's birthday. And if you can work that out, you're pretty good. I suppose I could do some research and try and explain that to you, but I can't be bothered. It's called the Queen's Birthday weekend. We have a Monday off, and it's great to have a public holiday. So, who's complaining about that? Thank you, Queen Elizabeth, for having a birthday, whenever it is. Okay, wow, rambling today. Watch The Blacklist, watch Jack Taylor. On the long weekend, which is where I got to, we watched Downton Abbey, the 5th series. We watched the whole lot, all in 2 nights, I think we did it in. And it was good, but we were actually a little disappointed. It's still done very well. Before I go any further, it's done very well, extremely well. And it's just that the first 4 series set it up so well, and we were so much waiting for the 5th to see what was going to happen with all the various characters and all that. And it was still very good. We just felt a little let down by where it left us. Kind of didn't go anywhere over the whole series. It didn't develop the story as much as the previous series had developed the story, I felt. So anyway, we watched it all, and it was good to watch it and very entertaining. And we'll watch the 6th series when it comes out. Alright, and we also watched the 3 Oceans 11, 12, 13 movies. I had only ever watched Oceans 11. I'd never seen 12 and 13. I have watched The Rat Pack. Did you know that Oceans 11, 12, 13 is based on The Rat Pack? You probably already knew that and didn't need me to tell you, but that was with Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, and whoever else. And that was done probably 30 or probably 40 years ago. maybe even more than that, goodness gracious. And so that was the original movie that the Ocean's 11 series is based around. So there you go. And worth finding, I actually looked, it's not on iTunes and it's not on Netflix. So where can you watch the Rat Pack? Probably get it on Amazon or something. I actually wanted to show the Rat Pack to Jenny before we watched the Ocean's 11, 12 and 13, and I couldn't find it anywhere that was immediately available like iTunes and Netflix. So, and a little report on Netflix, it is great. I am really enjoying Netflix. That's where we're watching all this stuff other than Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey is on DVD. So there you go. That's all of that. I was wondering, Q&A. Would you guys be interested in doing a Q&A with me where you ask me all sorts of questions? And if you are, then I'll just take it that... Because I already have had a few people ask me if they would like it. But that was on the other channel. I have had people ask me to do it, I meant to say. But that was on the other channel and it hasn't happened on this vlogging channel. So... guys, would you like to do Q&A with me? And if I'm just going to assume that the answer is yes, and you're going to start asking questions. Maybe I'm a bit presumptuous in that, but anyway, there you go. You can start asking me questions. I've got a brownie to eat. I am so random this morning. I have already done a video for the kids channel, and now I'm having my coffee, and I'm going to have a brownie. Getting back to the Q&A, yeah, question and answer. I will try to answer as best I can. And so, yeah, if you think it's a bad idea, then you better tell me that too. Okay, what else was I going to bring up today? The only other thing was that this coming weekend we're having a huge celebration here in the Oliver household. We're going to celebrate multiple, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, birthdays, all in one go. So on Saturday morning, I'm going to be picking up my mum and my stepfather, Peter. Again, just like I did back at Christmas, was it? No. Whenever I did that video and we dropped into the McDonald's store. No, that wasn't Christmas. It must have been around Easter, I think it was. And so I'm going to be picking them up again and bringing them back here for the day. And also we'll have here most of my family, hopefully all my family, all my children and all my grandchildren. So we might get to do something a bit special with all of us. We'll see how we go with that. But we've got 5 birthdays to celebrate. So, and I may even try and drop in at, go through a drive-through with Mum and Peter and see if we can have something happen in a drive-through again, because it was so much fun that last time. See if I can make up something, or see if something can happen for breakfast on our way over here. So I've got a couple of more things to review. Cherry ripes. Australians love cherry ripe, and there's a few variations of cherry ripe that are currently available. I wonder if the camera will focus on that. Get out of the way there. Cherry ripe. There's the original cherry ripe, which many people love, but there's these other variations. Also, Tim Tams have come out with a 3-bean Tim Tam. And I thought that would be worthy of a bit of a Tim Tam slam and a taste test. So I might do that over a cup of coffee right here very soon. But put it on the other channel and see what happens there. I'm getting all sorts of people asking me to do the Pizza Hut 4 and 20 pie, which I probably will end up doing, even though as much as I actually don't want to do it because I think it's ridiculous. But maybe I need to do it so I can tell everybody that I think it's ridiculous. So I have had one big rambling session this morning. I hope you haven't minded it. I hope that you enjoyed what I've had to say. So do svidaniya, and I'll see you next time. Bye.